everyone. Anna Zschuppe, life and career coach and human resources consultant. And today I am here to teach you how to use LinkedIn to grow and build your network for your dream position. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen with you. And you're going to see LinkedIn pop up here, okay? And LinkedIn is a very powerful tool that you can use not only to find jobs, but to find people who are in the jobs that you want. So what you're going to want to do is in this search bar here, you're going to type in your desired position. So say, for example, that you want to be a data scientist. What I usually recommend to people is to put it into quotes and to type the words that you want. You're going to click enter. And not only are you going to see different jobs, but you're also going to see people. And we're going to focus on the people section. So you can click up here and you'll see a ton of different results, right? We have about over 543,000 results. There are different types of people who you can connect with. So there are your first connections, your second connections, and your third connections. Your first connections are people who are within your network already. So you'll see for me 4 people who I can connect with. So for example, if I wanted to connect with Rohan, I can message him and say, hey, this is Anna. I'm looking to get into the data science field, and I'd love to learn a little bit more about what you do. Can we set up some time to connect? Right? So you can send a message, or if you have this person's phone number, email, feel free to contact them there also. Now, aside from first connections, there are second connections. So this is basically your first connections friends who you're not connected with. So for example, if I look at Kent, I can see that he's connected to Will and to Christopher, who are my connections, okay? So what you can do here to start building your network and building your cold messaging, which means reaching out to people you don't know, is by doing this. So you can press connect. Now, rather than just sending the automated message, you're going to want to add a note. And this note is going to look something like this. Okay. So, dear so-and-so, so dear Kent, I noticed that we have mutual connections and I'm transitioning to a data science role. I'd love to learn about your background and advice for getting into the field. Let me know what next week looks like and we can schedule time to chat. Thanks, and looking forward to staying connected. Now, when you're cold messaging, it's important to remember that you're not always going to get a reply, and that's okay. There will be people, though, who say yes to you, and when they do accept a friend request, for example, they actually get that message that pops up. And in their email address, they will actually see the message that you write. So for example, if I go to my network and this is somebody who wants to connect with me and they have a personalized message. I think you might like our software. We have solutions for the industry in which your company is in. It would be great to get connected. And when you press accept, right? So if Kent were to press accept, it would automatically pop up as a message where that person is likely to respond. You can also do third connection. So these are people who are just out there on LinkedIn. And say, for example, you look, maybe you go to Sasi's profile, you're looking, you really like kind of what they're about. For example, he is in Dallas. He's in the same city as I am. So when you press connect, you can add a note and say something, Sasi, I also live in the DFW, so Dallas Fort Worth area, and I'm transitioning to XYZ role. I'd love to learn about your background and advice for getting into the field, something like that, right? There are times, for example, if you were to click on Avery's profile, you really like it, you really see a lot of things in which you'd be interested in connecting with him. Sometimes you don't have the option to connect, right? What you can do is press more and connect. And here you could say other, we don't know each other. Typically, I just like to say other and press connect. And you're going back through it again of adding a note. And when you add a note, you could just say something like, I hope all is well. I'm transitioning to an XYZ role, or maybe you could say in XYZ industry, if it's the same industry that he's a part of or whatever. The more personalized that you can make it, the better. But you just have to remember that there is a character count on here. So just keep that in mind as you're connecting on LinkedIn. What you can also do is you might be able to find people's email addresses in their LinkedIn profile. So if you press contact info, sometimes there's a field here that says email that you'd be able to copy and paste their email. You could put it into your messaging system and create an email where you can actually attach, your resume or create something a little bit lengthier. So again, that's just another way to connect with people. In this video, we're only focused on connecting with people in LinkedIn specifically. And then once you connect with them or they accept your connection, you can follow up via message and have a lot of back and forth in terms of where you want to have a conversation, when you want to have a conversation, etc. So that's what networking on LinkedIn looks like when you're looking for a particular position. In another video, we're going to go over how to network when you know what company that you want to work for or connecting with alumni within your desired field or position. So if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Feel free to book a call with me as well. And I would love to work with you. Thanks so much.